And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 3. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and it's time for the last video. I could be wrong on this, but I think after you finish chapter 3, you get a whole new intro. Well, not a whole new. You get another altered intro video. And for those wondering, there is actually one other variation, not just the 4 visual, but there's an audio. And it kicks in once in a while. It kicked in once for me when I loaded it and I didn't have the recorder on. And it's where the singer is now singing is done in the original Japanese release. So it's all in Japanese. And some people like it more than the English one. I tend to have a soft spot for the English one. I don't know why. The lyrics are kind of weird, but that's always happens when they translate from Japanese to English. Whereas in Japanese, it made way more sense. Yeah, so we have a new video, yay! What was that? What does it mean? Ask me what it means. You could ask me what it means, but I'm not going to tell you. We're going to discover it together. It's the way it goes. It's the way it's always been. On this brand new day. Oops, sorry. Oh boy, what a rush from last episode, huh? I thought I'd have to split it in 2. It felt longer than it actually was. It was not long at all. Most uneventful gathering ever. Where's the fire? Because when I think about partying, I always think about doing it in absolute darkness. Well, just from the way the dance looks, you could say, do the wild arms. So peaceful. It's hard to believe we were fighting so frantically moments ago. It just doesn't seem real. I can't believe a cub drifter like me got involved into a battle over Phil Geyer and won with the help of many comrades. I fought to save the world. Maybe it's natural that it doesn't feel real. I mean, this was like a fantasy straight out of a picture book. Then what kind of things do seem real? Nothing comes to mind. I guess these things aren't supposed to. Hey, having fun? The star of the party shouldn't be sitting out here by herself. Yeah, my face was getting all hot. I just needed to cool off. Oh, okay. By the way, have you seen Shane? He's been gone for a while. Shane? No, I haven't seen him. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Jet either. Yeah, you're right. I'll help you look. Ugh, looks like I'm okay. Hey, have you been drinking? Haha, whatever. She's fucked up on hooch. She's so fucked up on hooch. I don't have a voice for him, do I? There you are. I'm not too comfortable with festive occasions myself. You sure are amazing. We're about the same age, and you fought to protect Felgaia. All I did was tag along with some pretty skilled guys, and that was the outcome. A battle to save the human race? Pfft, I ain't qualified for that. I don't have a single memory of the planet I wanted to protect.
But even so, you fought and emerged victorious. I have been raised to act as a pillar to protect this planet, but all I do is relay divine revelations from my dreams. That's all. It is my duty to protect the planet, yet I can't do anything about it. I guess the only thing we have in common is that neither of us have any memory of this planet.
No memory?
I've been raised as a pillar, therefore my life centers around this colony here. The only other outside world I know is the outskirts of the colony and maybe a few shrines. The rest, I just use my imagination based on the stories of Felgaia my brother tells me. I don't know anything about this Felgaia I'm supposed to protect. So in that sense, I have no memories of this planet. Do you think that one day I too will be able to risk my life and fight for the planet as you and my brother did?
You can't avoid battles when the enemy comes right at you. As long as you're not scared, your body will react naturally. That is, if you have no reason to back off. That's what it's meant to fight. As long as you have the will to move forward, anyone can fight. Actually, maybe you fight to move forward.
Hey, Shine Jet, I got a cool one for you.
Here comes the loudmouth. I'd leave now if I were you. You drinking beers? Is that what they mean by cold one?
Dream child.
Uh-oh. Deep, deep, deep.
Oh, there you are. Your brother was looking for you. Are you alone? Anyone else with you? Man, that's funny. Now, where could Jet be? Virginia? What's wrong? Do you feel sick? Then you should... Virginia! Yes? I'm alright now. I will do whatever I must do to fulfill my destiny. I will protect this planet. Did he have too much to drink?
I think so.
What's up?
We can't find Shane.
What? Do you think he was kidnapped?
Not likely.
How can you be so sure? You know something we don't.
The secret key passed down from priesthood is missing.
Secret key? How come I've never heard of that?
The secret key is an artifact a pillar uses when the time comes for him to perform his duty. The sacred key summons a powerful monster called a Hydra to act as the pillar's guard. The Hydra's role is to see to it that the pillar carries out his duties successfully, so it is quite formidable. This monster is also able to regenerate. I hear the only way to negate this ability is through the use of fire.
Where is this key used? You should at least know that.
And a sanctuary to the north, known as the Sacrificial Altar.
You've got to be kidding me. That's the place where the pillar sacrifices his life for the planet. What are you going to do, Granny?
Nothing. If this was Shane's decision, there isn't anything I can do about it.
Then I'm going to drag Shane back whether he likes it or not. That's what I decided. So you can't do anything about it. I'm going to bring him back kicking and screaming and smack him upside the head.
The strong needs not valor, only a relentless will that goes against fate. Perhaps it is not the pillar that supports Felgaia, but fellows such as them.
Or people who are not as who are people who are capable of handling the sauce a little better. I don't know. So we need to go north of here. And before we do anything at all, we fought a lot of bosses and a lot of other things. Let's go to the secret garden. And we need to make a trip to Little Twister to take care of some purchasing. Yeah, we didn't get much. There really wasn't much to get. Let's drop off those 6 berries and put them towards the horde. Alright. So we really didn't get anything. We're just improving the mega berry growth, which we need to do. Now, we need to head to Little Twister, because we have enough money to do something we've been putting off for a while, because we didn't have the money to do it. Where's my there's my teleport orb. So to Little Twister we go. And in Little Twister, we're going to hit up the black market yet again. Now, we have 357,000 Gela. And as stated before, and I will show this again, we have 2 characters immune to instant death. And we want to be able to get everybody immune to it. Now, we're not going to have enough to buy 2 of these, but we are going to have enough to buy 1 item to prevent death. Instant death. And Clive's going to be the one to get it. Gallows will be the only one currently not capable of resisting instant death. And personally, I can live with that. So let's take a look. We need us a Holy Grail at 250,000 Smackerinos. And yeah, we're going to need another one at some point. At some point. It's going to be a while before I think we have the money for it. And so it'll be pretty darn close to endgame before we actually have access to it. Let's put it under Moonspark, I guess, if there's room. There is not. Gale Claw? No. Wait. Yeah, no. Then it's Flash Hit has the room for it. Boom. And you bet your bottom dollar we're putting that on him. Probably one of the most dangerous effects to be hit by in this game. So it's pretty important to really grab that as soon as possible. I think that's glass. We'll take that off. That doesn't happen very often anyway. Put it there, even though right now we don't need it there. I guess we're good on everything else for the time being. Status guard probably can be how much is that? It's only 1 point. Okay, we'll leave it alone then. 1 point ain't worth crap, so. And it's not that we need it in this very next dungeon. I'm just saying it's one of those things in the way my brain kind of works around games like this is like, oh, if we get it now, I won't accidentally be like, oops, I didn't get it. No, what have I done? I'll be more along the lines of, oh, okay, I should have gotten, oh man, I didn't set it up, I'm screwed. No, the earlier I prepare something, the happier I tend to be. Did I just hit Jolly Roger? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I didn't mean to go to Jolly Roger. Whoops. Basker. So, and by the way, I will give you strategies for beating these bosses, but I'm going to obviously be using Finest Arts because, well, we're beast mode. So, yeah. Being a demigod's a pretty good thing. I'm just fucking with you about the demigod part, but it is kind of funny. Okay, it's around this area. I think it's actually closer to the cliff. Well. Nope. See, now I don't remember where it is. Dag ding dong darn. Well, it was closer to the cliff, but so I landed in about the right place, but just couldn't get it to pop up. Dag ding dong darn. This sensation, could it be a guardian? No, eat a similar but much more powerful and fierce, almost as if it's still billowing.
This is Felgaia itself. Shane is trying to awaken it. Let's hurry.
So really quick, it's very easy to pass these items here. Sweet. No joke, you can easily miss what's over here. Make sure there's no crates there. I know we passed the walkway up. Alright, let's go. Grab this. Isn't that sweet? All right. Let's move. All right. Up and over. A lot of encounters going. And over we go. Okay, I didn't think that did anything. Okie dokie. Well, we're loaded up on Duplos, so I'm not worried about using one here. Mini carrot. A growth egg. Which mini carrots at this point are kind of pointless, but for what it's worth, it's kind of hilarious. They still make an appearance. They never got too much use out of me, though, I will say that. The Phoenix Wings act as your guide. Extinguish all flames and let them be. Flames will eventually lead you. So, this is rather straightforward, but what you need to know is that they will reappear in a certain area. I believe it's the same. So you wait for a reaction. And there it is. Might have went through the wrong one of these when I started. Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Shane!
But brother, what are you doing here?
You're coming home with me.
What are you saying, brother? Can't you see I'm trying to obtain the power to fight?
Why?
To carry out my duties as a pillar and to obtain the power to fight alongside you. If I have that power, then I could travel with all of you, right?
Stop talking nonsense.
You don't understand me at all, brother. Why must you always treat me like a child? You need me when you fight for the world. No, actually, you need me by your side all the time. So please don't meddle in my affairs, brother. Just a little longer and I will gain great power. Please do not disturb me. I ask for your patience.
You could do this all along. Makes you wonder. And so here is the Hydra. Now, it will heal itself and do other things that are semi-annoying. But there are other things that we can do, too, in that same regard. Let us change around our actions here. Let's get Jet, Gallows, Clive to go before Virginia. Now, here's where you have to start questioning, do I throw out lucky cards? Again, we only got 4. Our long-term goal is that we still have 2 secret bosses to fight, if we want to do them, which I don't know. One can be kind of hit and miss whether you find everything for it or not, but we've got a lot of Gela cards for sure. So throwing out Gela cards is probably easily something we should consider. But like I said, it becomes a question of, should we burn a lucky card? Now, we're going to find another lucky card later in this dungeon if my memory serves me right. But there's going to be better XP out there. So I'm going to make an executive decision that we're not going to do that. No siree, Bob. So let's do that. Let's throw Gela card, though, for sure. We have enough of those. Somebody's probably screaming through the screen, why don't you just get more? I don't feel like grinding against creeping chaoses, thank you very much. Because then you'll get over-leveled, and you'll level off that faster than you would off lucky cards. So it kind of defeats the purpose. Then Gatling that. The Gela carding bosses is always a good thing. We have more than enough. We have about just enough Gela cards to make it through to do all of that with the Gela cards. Okay. Let's go ahead and pickpocket, because of all the bosses we fought, it actually works on this one. And it's time for him to suffer my most furious rage. It didn't work. Didn't work there. Darn it. I believe he actually has something to steal, so. There it is. Didn't even need finest arts. We're just that ripped. And we get a Mega Berry for our trouble. Yeah, 10,000. So if we would have doubled it, it would have been 20,000. But if you're not going to get a lot of lucky cards in the future, that's, you know, you're going to want to save it for the ones that give you a wee bit more, I would say. Here we go. And now get some. And we get a talisman, which increases the chance of reviving from fallen. Luckily, that hasn't been an issue, but yeah, it can happen, and I always forget which Wild Arms games have that feature. Luckily, we haven't run into it. But reviving a character is not with an item or with a spell is not a guarantee. I think it's more of a guarantee with Revived Fruit, but the spell itself can just fail. Like you go to revive the person, and he just kind of like floats up for a little bit and then nothing. So you can totally get screwed on that. My breath shall vanquish the darkness and expose the path. It's exactly what you guys think it is. And if you're just careful, that's not that hard.
Why must you interfere? All I want is your help, brother. Why, with the pillar as my fate, I must devote my life to Felgaia. Am I a burden to you, brother? Am I unworthy brother to you? You don't need me?
Talk about big brother obsession syndrome kicking in, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. He's losing it. Again, we'll do the exact same strategy. No reason to change. So let's get to it. Mystic, a full carrot. Yellow card it up. Hyper. Early Gatling. He'll waste his turn doing that. I think attack plus is not maxed out yet either, by the way. So theoretically, Clive could do even more damage. May as well. I don't think if Jet barely gets the kill, that'll be interesting. I didn't think he'd get it this time. Thanks to Fire Ward, he took a lot less damage. And the battle was over before it even started, kinda. And we get a fire ring. We get 1200 XP, and we get a good chunk of Gala there, which is good because we need it.
I shall continue to summon as many times as it takes. Though I may have lost your trust, I now have power. Yes, Gaia swells within me.
That's enough! Is this what you have to do in order to fight alongside me? What's gotten into you?
She told me in my dream. The dream child told me.
The dream child?
She told me the reason I can't help you is because I lack power. And that as long as I have power, I would be able to fight alongside you. Forgive me, brother. I have resorted to our lineage of priesthood to complete the agreement.
What? You made an agreement?
Yes, the surge of Gaia will soon let loose. I may be too inexperienced to control it. It may even cause Felgaia harm, but since I have unleashed it, I will sacrifice my life to stop it.
Shane!
Thank you, brother. I really enjoyed hearing all the stories about your travels. Though I'm not familiar with the outside world, thank you for the many memories. I've come to love Felgaia. I'm not afraid to risk my life for the Felgaia that I love. I will defend it.
How many times are you gonna make me say enough is enough? You say you love Felgaia? You say you're not afraid to risk your life over Felgaia? Stop talking out your behind. What the heck would you know about Felgaia? What makes you love it so much? You haven't as much ventured out of Basker as you say such big words. Give me a break. You say my stories, my memories made you love Felgaia? That's just wrong. Let me tell you a little something about memories. Memories are not something you accept from others. It's something you yourself gain by living and experiencing. Like staying away from Twitter pages and Facebook posts of people having a good time. Why aren't you there? It's like you and I aren't meant to fight together for Felgaia. You and I are meant to live together on Felgaia. Is living with me so boring as to forsake your duties of priesthood? Let's just live together and make memories of our own. It's true. A lot of people just say, I experience the world through Twitter. It's like, you don't experience shit, bro. You're sitting in a chair in somebody's basement.
But brother, the surge of Gaia has been subdued, but how?
Aren't you forgetting that I'm your big brother? I may be wet behind the ears, but just like you, I too am a candidate to succeed the priesthood. There are two of us, you see. If we combine our powers, we become one. Through the incredible power of brotherhood, we can do anything. Remember?
Oh, my dear brother.
Well, I gotta act like a big brother sometimes, you know. Poor feller.
Thank goodness you're safe.
I sensed an abnormal energy force, so I came here, but looks like you've already taken care of it. You've done well.
Thanks, but I really didn't have much to do with it. Dreamchild.
You know that girl?
The lineage of priesthood didn't live up to my expectations. I thought it'd be a lot more interesting.
Interesting. You get a kick out of toying with people's hearts?
I was just fulfilling his wish. I'm offended by your comment.
Beatrice, what nightmare are you wishing for now?
My wish has always been the same. I just want a world where I can live. That's all. Daddy?
We have to take care of this boy first. There's something I would like to ask him as well. Let's head back to Basker for now. I want to make sure he's alright. Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you. I'm alright now. Daddy, what is it that you're chasing? Does it have something to do with that girl? Is it something I can help you with?
When we finally arrived at the Yggdrasil system after when we finally arrived at the Yggdrasil system after searching for the cause of the world's decay, you were pondering about the darkness beyond Yggdrasil, were you not? Please tell us what happened behind the scenes of the Yggdrasil accident. That was no accident. It was an act of evil. The tragedy began in the same manner as it did the boy. One of our colleagues' minds was taken over by a demon.
His mind? By a demon?
That colleague was Duran, the one who operated the generator. The dream demon Beatrice appeared inside his dreams and eventually controlled him.
Beatrice, that's the name of that girl.
Beatrice, who concealed herself inside an information library Hades, took advantage of the fact that she herself is composed of electric signals. She managed to connect with people's minds, dreams, which are also composed of electric signals. That is what happened to Duran.
but I'm sure there are plenty other victims. The Dream Demon, due to her unique composition, is hardly capable of affecting the real world herself. However, she can manipulate people by controlling their minds through dreams. That way, she was able to reach out to the real world without having to directly intervene. So my dream was the Dream Child. All I saw was information being fed from the Dream Demon Beatrice. I want you to tell me, what is it that Beatrice wants, and what is it she's trying to do? Why did she cause the Yggdrasil tragedy of 10 years ago? I'm sorry. Most of the dreams Beatrice fed me were about the Blue Menace. Looking back now, I understand they referred to Siegfried and the prophets.
Which means Beatrice refused to help a fellow demon, Siegfried. That's not all. By telling Shane, I think she made us interfere with his plans.
A conflict of interest. Or was Siegfried's plan to fail Geyer's transforming a hindrance to her hidden agenda? Anyhow, I plan to shield the Hades, which has brought dangerous wisdom to this planet. For Gaia is our planet. All life stems from it. The demon's wisdom must be sealed so that no further harm will come about. I beg to differ. No doubt the information library of Hades has brought forth great harm and damage to this planet, but the power of Hades is enormous. However, I do not believe this power itself is evil. If we can use it effectively, or perhaps, I believe the planet scarred by the wisdom of Hades should be restored by the wisdom of Hades. Forgive me, I got a little heated up. My professor and I once pursued the history of Felgaia together. Perhaps that is why I am against selling such a precious artifact as the Hades.
Well, you know, the famous saying is some of the worst things to ever happen within the realm of humanity was done with the best intentions. A lot of people thinking it was the right thing to do, even though by today's standards it was wrong. We know that now. But yeah, it's an interesting philosophy that I don't remember if this game fully covers that or not. Look, this ain't good. I feel it too. You feel it too, Shane?
I feel it from the southeast near the peninsula. It is an evil force like the demons, but far greater.
Beatrice, how dauntless of you.
So you need not hide inside the darkness of people's hearts anymore. You go find out what's behind this impact. I must go stop the Hades. That is the only way I can atone. Let's move on.
Yeah, this is a game that touches on some interesting morals about, you know, the theme being like, oh, we can save the planet. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do that. And it looks like the people who have been trying to save said planet have actually hindered it in a way, which makes, you know, it makes it fascinating to a degree that that's the way it's interpreted in the game, in this game. So yeah, it's like you think about it, it's like the Council of Seven were trying to save the world by rejuvenating it, but then ended up ruining it further. Though how it was ruined is subjective. Then they try to evolve the world to save it again, but destroying humanity in the process. So that's why that's not going to stick. And then they get into this thing where they're talking about destroying the Hades library in order to save it, or to reuse that library again to try to save it. It's a lot of, take what you will from it, but it's very much a lot of, there's a lot of interesting elements to the story in this game. It's not something that's fully fleshed out yet, because we still got a little bit more stuff we got to figure out per se, but there's something to it. There's something fascinating about it, and I think that fascination leads to some pretty good stuff. Now we're just short. I think we need 250,000, so we still need 40,000 Gela. So that's just gonna be what it's gonna be. I was hoping to get it another one before we got to this point, but we're not going to. get another Holy Grail, so I'm just not going to worry about it. But here's the deal, though. We got Holy Grails on 3 characters. We have death resistance on 3 characters. So I'm not going to worry about it at that point. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be kiddly kay. Or as they say in the old trade, oakley dokley. So let's see here. What we're gonna let's see. We're over here. It's supposed to go this way, I believe. I think it's around here. Could be wrong. And what we're looking for should be nearby. No, wait a minute. Hold on. You know what? It was over here. That's for later. No, it's not. And there's where we need to go next. So, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And when we come back, we've got a whole another dungeon to go into. And obviously, things are starting to make sense a little bit as we get introduced to Beatrice, who is really the one behind all the insanity, behind all the chaos. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTartStudios for more live gaming JRPG action, as well as simulation games and other stuff too. I do all kinds of games over there. Our chairman of the board show also is over there, and so is our Hobo Headcrab Blind Plays adventure. So anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time.